I also want to point out to sincere seekers of truth that are still active members, this is the law of witnesses. I taught primary in the presidency for over 20 years. By the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall every word be established. And I also want to warn parents. When I was looking for the cell phone cover, and I looked up Little Red Riding Hood because she's always been a favorite of mine, more of the images were of the wolves hurting the girl. I'm talking pages and pages and pages of bloodied, savaged little girls. Please protect the women of the church. If you believe in the prophecy yet to be fulfilled of women rising up and leading the church, you must protect your daughters from such horrible harm. Please.
You know something? You know, there's the boys that harmed my son. I truthfully, I wasn't that angry with them. You know what I mean? I wasn't that, because they're children who made mistakes. You know, but who I was upset was with the adults that protected them from understanding what they did and protecting them, you know, from repenting. And I'm upset with the church leaders, your predecessors, President Nelson, for refusing to adopt new policy to prevent what happened to my son from happening, the abuse that happened to him from happening again. It's not the children, they're just kids are being kids and they make mistakes. So there's a lot of forgiveness for those children, President Nelson. Where my forgiveness starts to wear thin, and you know, we do need to forgive, but in my own time, and when I am prepared to forgive you, President Nelson, is when you adopt policy that will prevent what happened to my son to happening again. You make the change. You know, part of repentance is to do better, to make a change and to become a better anew, and to make the church a better anew. For, in your case, this is so healthy to do that. And I'll be ready to forgive you as well as soon as you make sure what happened to my son doesn't happen again. You know, this ain't about anger. This is about healing, and this is about doing better. And as individuals, I have things to do better as well. We all do. This is to be human is human, or to err is to be human, but to forgive is divine. I think it's the same. You know, I'm ready to forgive. You know, and it's not about trying to punish anybody. I just want to make it a healthier environment. And that's been my goal the whole time. Actually, I've never really said anything to the kids. Never did actually. Never said anything. I never really had much thought about them. Who I did have a lot of thought about is those who covered up the abuse and those who refused new policy. That's where my problem is.
And I just want to thank all of us for sticking it out with the diesel trucks sitting here with their engines running and their air brakes and the beeping. It didn't make us go away. It didn't scare us away. We are here because what we're concerned about is very important. It's the children. And they are our future. There's that song. The children are our future. And they are our most precious resource. And the church is losing a lot of young people because of a lot of the policies and practices.
You're making a